Styck. Something that's rather interesting.
Cool. Thanks. Thanks, James. So yeah, thanks a lot, guys, for coming out today. My name's Alex, and this is Ben. Not sure about mics, but yeah. So yeah, we wanted to just take a little bit of your time today to talk about a project that we've been working on for the past couple of months, and a big problem that features locally. We've been in the region for quite a while now, and it's a problem that kind of rears its head time and time again, and no one seems to be doing something innovative or doing something fun or doing something that actually just moves the needle to kind of make that big change. So we decided to kind of embark on this journey and find out perhaps some answers to the questions that we've been asking. So yeah, we'll just kind of jump straight into it. It's Thursday, so don't worry, there's not going to be too many stats or facts. I know that everyone wants to go off to their work and jump into their weekend, so don't worry, it's not going to be too heavy.
So we're going to start with a little survey. If you can raise your hand if you drove here today or came by a car or a taxi or whatever.
But raise them high so we can see. Okay.
That's almost everyone. If you used the lift or the elevator at your office or in your apartment block, like almost every time you want to go upstairs. That's the same. Yeah. If you sit while you're working at a desk all day. And if you spent last night sat on the sofa watching TV or on your iPad or whatever.
Okay, a few less. All right. Okay. So I guess the question, and I guess you're kind of starting to guess where we're going, is how active are you on a daily basis, on an all-day basis, and how many steps are you actually going to take today?
And also, are there any motivations in your life to actually do more steps or move more?
Oh, that's cool. So it seems from what we've looked at and from what we can kind of see in our daily lives anecdotally, that we have a huge problem. And we can simply kind of term that as the sedentary lifestyle. So the sedentary lifestyle is really simple, and it's kind of self-explanatory. Basically, it's a lifestyle of sitting around more than you actually are active. And I think the World Health Organization addressed this as the most under-addressed and one of the most serious issues that's facing modern society now. And certainly from our perspective, it's something locally that we see as a huge problem, and it's also driving other massive issues that are facing certainly Dubai, the UAE, the MENA region, but also if you push globally, it's also a huge issue.
Although it's a global issue, if we just focus on the numbers in the UAE, we can see that 20% of the population is either diabetic or pre-diabetic, and we also have twice the global twice the global average of obesity here in the UAE.
So we live in the UAE, but as with everywhere else in the world, it normally boils down to an economic question. So, the question for us is, do we have deep pockets for this? Do we have deep pockets to cover these issues? Because we're going to need them. So the global economic cost of this issue is $2 trillion annually. And just locally in the UAE, the cost of just obesity is 22 billion dirhams.
It's the same as building 4 Burj Khalifas every year, and it's only going to get bigger.
So, in keeping with the presentation and our kind of ethos, we thought that a revolutionary approach is certainly needed.
It's all about a starting point. We want to give people a starting point to start moving more, and then also have a reward to keep this lifestyle going and give people a reason to continue. If you imagine a domino rolling, with the first domino having all the power to knock everything else over. We believe if we can solve the sedentary lifestyle issue, or at least move it a little bit, then all the other dominoes will start to fall.
So again, it kind of comes back to this lifestyle question, is how do you form habits? How do we break unhealthy habits? And how do we understand how we build habits? So for us, it's looking at the reward in that habit and how that reward affects the routine that you adopt on a daily basis. And there's many habits that you have on a daily basis. And how that routine is dictated by its cue. And so for us, it's all about looking at how we can place a meaningful incentive in your daily life to produce a habit of movement. And that's really at the core of what we're trying to do. We're trying to understand why you would move more and what we'd have to do to get you to actually adopt that as a lifestyle.
So currently there's no reward for people to move. So if someone's at a loose end and they're looking for something to do, it's unlikely they're going to go for a walk. And so people just go on social media in an effort to be inspired by other things. People generally say that they're inspired by a lot of things they see on social media, but we believe that it's not really inspiration unless there's an action that follows the inspiration.
So if we kind of just quickly recap what we've seen and what we're going through at the moment, and it's pretty heavy, hey? People don't move enough. There's a huge cost to this, like personally and as an economic cost at a state level. And there seems to be just too much inspiration and just really not enough moving, not enough doing things. But we know that by its very definition that we can prevent this. And we know that humans are simply built to move, and that's essentially what we're driving at. We know that we can move more. We just need to find that trigger.
So if we look at an ideal solution to this problem, it'd be one that would actually incentivize people to actually move in the first place, and this would lead people on to having a much more healthier lifestyle.
So that leads us to what we did. We built Styck. It's our first step. It's our first kind of toe in the water with these solutions. And it's a platform. So we built a platform that helps you make moving a priority in your daily life. We're trying to, if you think back to that habit loop, we're trying to enter that position where we provide enough of an incentive where you will wake up, or you will sit at your desk, or you will get home at night and you will think that moving is the thing that you want to do.
So Styck is actually quite a simple app. It simply works by tracking the movement using the sensors that are actually in the smartphone. So you don't have to actually do anything. You can just install the app and it will run in the background. Then by offering awesome rewards from our partners, like physical rewards and experiences, things that are completely free that people want, it then sort of helps people to build healthy habits and want to move more. And we've also created like a community around this, so people have something to be motivated by and something to want to be moved, and it works in quite a simple way.
So I guess kind of in summary and looking a bit forward, we really need to kind of think that this is such a big problem that we all need to work on it together. And it's such a big deal that we're going to have to collaborate. And that's really the essence of Styck. So in Styck, at the moment, the app is free to download. We've built partnerships with brands around town, so you can go and enjoy experiences, or you can go and enjoy free coffee or free juices, whatever it may be. However, it really is all about everyone in the room. It's all about connecting brands, be they small or large, and aligning them with individuals that want to adopt a healthy and active lifestyle. But also it kind of drives at a higher level, a governmental or state level. We've seen the costs, the huge costs that come from the sedentary lifestyle. And what we wanted to do is we wanted to say, well, listen, there's a responsibility on all of us. If we don't take this seriously, then it's only going to get worse. But in Styck, we wanted to actually say, well, actually there's an opportunity. So we wanted to not only incentivize individuals to say, hey, I want to go out and adopt a more active life. We wanted to say to governments and brands, you've got an opportunity now to align yourself with individuals who want to do this, and on a grander scale, with actually groups of people that want to adopt a more healthy and active lifestyle. So what we really wanted to do was provide a platform, and as we move forward, looking into the future, we believe that Styck should be on everyone's smartphone, and we believe that every brand, be that in London, be that in Dubai, be that in New York, should be able to connect with an individual as they're moving through their life and reward them. So, you guys think you're pretty active? Now what?
So before we go, we wanted to set you guys a little challenge, and also we wanted to see how much you guys actually move. So if you download our app, it's available on iOS and Android. And if you enter your email address on stickapp.com/creative, we'll enter you into a competition just between the guys here today. If you can complete a 7-day streak, which is on our app, which is moving for 7,000 steps a day for 7 consecutive days. There's a lot of sevens in there, but it's not as complicated as it sounds. For everyone who did that, we'll give you a Styck Movement t-shirt. It's a purely limited edition. It'll be worth thousands of dollars in a couple of years. It's definitely in your interest today.
Okay, and that's it from us. So you can get us at ola@stickapp.com or at Styck App, or just go to our website and hook up with us there. All right, thanks a lot.
Thank you, guys.
Before you guys go off the